here from DeFaces. Welcome. We're going to do some stretches. So when we do this, just watch what I'm doing and put a piece of music on that you really love to listen to. You know, medium tempo, not too fast, not too slow, but something you may like to sit and sing to. This will be really good while you're doing your homework or your book work online. You could sit and do some stretches before or during, and this might give you a bit of a break while you're doing your homework at home. It's really important to stretch your body out and your muscles out to keep your body warm, especially in the colder weather. And before you do any physical activity, if you stretch, it means that you won't hurt yourself while you're doing your physical activity, whether that be dancing or clowning or even going for a run or a jump on your trampoline. If you just do some stretches, warms your muscles up, makes them all nice and loose, and then you won't hurt yourself while you're doing your physical activity. Important tips about stretching at home is when you're doing a stretch, example for this one, you should only feel a little bit of tension in that muscle. You shouldn't feel pain. So if you're doing a stretch and it's starting to hurt, it means that you've over-pulled your muscle, you've overstretched your shoulder, and you shouldn't do that. The other thing is to keep in your correct positions. Don't over-hyperflex, don't over-hyper-move. So if you're doing this stretch, don't do your leg stretch up and pull it out to the side awkwardly, because you might hurt your hip or your tailbone or your sciatic nerve. So you really want to be mindful of how you're stretching. So really focus on the moves that I'm doing and do them nice and straight and solid and get the right amount of tension and that right amount of stretch through each muscle. So it doesn't need to be painful, it just needs to feel like there's some resistance there and some stretching going on in that muscle. So that's my hot tip for stretching. Alright, we're just going to start with some deep breaths in. So we're going to go in through your mouth, in through your nose and out through your mouth. So we're going to go I'm going to do 4 of those, and then you can even join that in with going a big squat in, up, and then out, and then going down into a big circle like that. And in, up, reach up, look up, and out. And up. You could do that 4 or 5 times to the beat of the music, so it may look like this. Nice and simple to the beat of whatever music's playing in your song. Alright, the next one we're going to do is a nice stretch going over this way, facing the front. You're going to bend your leg and turn your foot out, and we're just going to pulse for 8 counts. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You should feel that stretch in this part of your muscle and in that part of your muscle. So then we're going to turn, just staying over to this side, into a hamstring stretch, I think, or a calf stretch, and we're going to just stretch like this. Again, pulse for 8, keep your body nice and straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then to follow it on, we're just going to put our hands down and make that stretch a little bit longer in your muscles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put your feet together and roll up, rolling your shoulders. Put your legs back out into second, and you're just going to do it to the other side. So we're going to go over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Facing the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Going down a little bit further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. Bring your feet in together and roll up, roll your shoulders. Now that's some really nice leg stretches. We're also going to do arm out, put your leg up and stretch this muscle right in here again. If you can't balance standing like this, a good trick is to always pull your other ear. It works. Just hold that for 8 counts or however long you need to stretch for, and that will really help. And do the other side. Whoops, holding onto the wall there. You can balance however you like. This is good for balance, this is good for stretching, this is good for future leg lifts when you're doing a dance in lyrical. It's a really good movement to have. And just shake your body out after that. And now we might go on to some arm stretches. So some arm stretches, we go to stand in a nice comfortable position, arms out, put your arm across your body and stretch right into your shoulder. Nice and strong, hold for 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms out and go to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now if you feel like that didn't stretch well enough to your shoulders on either side, just give yourself a break and then do the exercise again. But you don't want to pull too hard because you don't want to pull a muscle in your shoulder. So even if you have to repeat that one a couple of times, it doesn't matter, but you're better off doing a light pull a couple of times than one big pull and hurting your muscle straight away. My other favourite one to do is like this. I'll turn around, nice and straight, just a bit of pressure on your elbow, and that stretches that muscle in there and into you, well, it stretches my shoulder blade as well. So again, just holding that for a couple of counts in your head and maybe swinging your arms and doing it the other side. And again, if you don't feel like that stretched your shoulders enough or your neck enough, just do it a couple of times, repeat the stretch, and that goes with your legs as well. Another exercise that I really like to do is a nice stretch through your shoulders, arms in front, and it's like a cat. Arch your shoulders over a bit, that stretches your whole top of your back, right across your shoulder blades and into your neck. And then the reverse, which stretches right into your shoulder blades as well. And it's really important not to strain yourself or do this, because you're going to pull muscles in other parts of your body that could injure you and hurt you in future. So that's some standing stretches. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope you watch future videos